Welcome back to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank y'all so much for stopping back in today. You know, the Philippines can be a very dangerous place. And I don't want you to take this the wrong way. Certainly not the locals. Now, I'm not talking about crime. Year over year, from June 2025 to June 2026, crime is actually down about 31% around the country. I'm talking about major crime: murder, theft, assault, rape. Here in Negros Island, it's down 45%. I'm talking about the weather, ladies and gentlemen, something that most of us never consider when we think about either visiting the Philippines on vacation or, moving here for a considerable period of time as an expat. Right now, as I'm speaking to you, right here in St. Carlos City, we're being hit with a double whammy. Schools are closed for a volcano explosion, and we're receiving the remnants of Typhoon Indai. So imagine this. I had never experienced a real natural disaster my entire life until I started coming here to the Philippines. When I was 10 years old, a tornado flew over Louisville, Kentucky. It actually touched down in certain areas, but far from me. It was only when I started coming here that I started experiencing this stuff, man. I was watching a documentary last night. A guy came, he was a storm chaser, and he chased the Typhoon Yolanda that happened here in 2013, man. I'm going to put the link in my description. I want you to watch this. I want to see how, dangerous this place can be, when you underestimate the weather. Because this is the most disaster-prone country in the world. Now, the United States and China actually are more disaster-prone, but they're much larger than the Philippines. I'm talking about as far as size. I'm talking about as far as frequency, vulnerability. Okay? Doesn't even come close, ladies and gentlemen. When I came here, I never even considered it, and neither do you. You're either chasing some woman, you're chasing the weather, the other side of the weather, the tropical weather, the beautiful beaches, the natural beauty, the wonderful people. You know what I'm saying. You know why people come to the Philippines. You never consider it. You sell everything and you move over here. You jump from the frying pan into the fire. This is something we really need to take seriously. But you grown men, you're not going to listen. You're going to do whatever you want to do. But don't lie to yourself. You never even thought about it. How can the weather affect me? Because you think it's not going to happen to me. Well, you tell those foreigners who are down in Tacloban City, lady, during Hurricane Yolanda. Thousands of people dead. You can even go further back. Mount Pinatubo in the 90s killed 850 people. But I'm just talking about right now. I've experienced, when you're talking about typhoons, earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, man, it doesn't even come close, man. I'd never experienced any of that until I came here. And over the last 17 years, I've lost count. Just let's see, when was that? September 2025. Not even a year ago, we experienced a 6.9 here. I mean, I thought my house was going to shake down to the ground. I had felt earthquakes here before, but nothing like that. Hundreds of people dead, thousands of homes destroyed, thousands of people displaced. This is in northern Cebu. Not too long ago, last month, as a matter of fact, an 8.2 earthquake hit down in Mindanao. Same thing. The death and destruction. And nobody even considers it. Or we'll hear about it and say, oh, it ain't going to happen to me. This can be a very dangerous place, guys. That's why I want to talk about it. We just glance over it. Is that the word I'm trying to use? We never really take it serious. There's no way you should be selling everything right now, talking about moving over here, till you do a thorough research about the weather here, about the Pacific ring of fire over here and what that even constitutes. But we do it all the time. So thank y'all so much for stopping by. I finally got my carport finished because, you know, we bought that golf cart. They call it an e-bike over here. And we needed something with this rainy, because it's rainy season right now. And then from Maryland's a motorcycle. I'm going to show you a picture of it at the end of here. Consider the weather, guys, before you sell everything, pack up, and move over here to the Philippines. The woman, she's not going to tell you about it. You know, Filipino people, they're so, I think they're so brave, really. They've gotten used to it. It doesn't really affect them. I was watching that documentary. They're just sitting there cleaning up because I'm thinking, how long did it take for them to clean up after Typhoon Yolanda? They're just taking like one tree limb at a time, moving that stuff out of the way, and this is what they do, and then they get back to their normal life. They never tell you that, hey, you know, we get a lot of storms over here. We get a lot of earthquakes and a lot of volcanic eruptions here. You know, I've got that volcano, Mount Canlaon, is only 50 kilometers from me. I thought it was further than that. It's only about an hour away from here. It was so powerful yesterday that it shut down the schools in Cebu City on a whole different island. The wind was blowing and it blew the ash in a different direction. Had it blown it here, man, we'd be covered with the stuff. Imagine how far away Cebu is. Cebu City versus San Carlos City from there. But you guys aren't considered. The minute you watch this video, you're probably not even going to click on it. All you want to talk about is relationships. Oh, the cost of living. How much further can my money go over here? The people are so nice there. Boracay, Palawan. That's all you want to talk about. Yeah, all that's here, guys. But always keep in the front of your mind the weather patterns here. Because it can change on a dime. There's not a year that goes by that hundreds of people aren't killed over here in one of these disasters. I'm talking about every single year. I'll tell you this before I get off of here. See, when I came over, I didn't know about how volatile the weather could be over here. I came here in 2009. Didn't take me long. 2010, 2011, you have to look this up. I should have looked it up first. But I was chasing some woman over in Cagayan de Oro. I get there the day after, 2 days after this flood that killed thousands of people. Bodies stacked in the streets. They had run out of coffins. They had run out of room in the funeral parlors, guys. And then after that, it just opened my eyes. It woke me up. I was like, wow. I started, researching about this stuff. Then, of course, Typhoon Yolanda was 2013. I was right in the eye of the typhoon in 2021. Typhoon Odette. I thought I was going to die. I'm on the 47th floor of a condominium in Cebu City. I'm talking about, guys, it sound like a freight train. I knew I was going to die. The air conditioner flew out of the wall. You couldn't see anything. The rain and the wind, I mean, it was like a wall. You couldn't see. You try to look out the window. But I knew the next morning it was going to be a disaster, and it was. If you live through the typhoon, it's the aftermath that's going to kick your ass. So think about that, guys, okay? I'm not trying to scare anybody. I'm giving you facts. Okay, we sat here on one of my videos, on one of my live streams, as long as it, ran before the signal cut out, and showed you a typhoon coming right through here, right through my area right here. A category, I believe it was like a category 2 or 3. So if you're in America, if you're in the Philippines, wherever you are, find it in your heart to help somebody. Now the day goes by that I don't help somebody. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. We help other people, we help ourselves. Take care. Stay safe, stay out of trouble. I'll see you next time. And don't do anything stupid. Research the weather here, guys. Before you sell everything and move over here, because you could be jumping from the frying pan into the fire. This can be a very dangerous place. I'm not talking about the rebels, guys. I'm not talking about kidnapping. You could be somewhere living your best life and it all be blown away. But don't go anywhere. I want to show y'all something real quick. I'm proud of this. It cost me $500 US to build this. Her brother did. I'm talking about that includes labor too. Now this camera's gonna be shaky. Yeah, I love his work because he pays attention to detail. I don't allow anybody to work on my house but him. So we don't have to run out here every night and throw that tarp over anything. And boy, it rained last night. I'm gonna put that link in here about that Typhoon Yolanda, man. It's gonna shock you guys. I just want to warn you about that video. Some nasty stuff in there. Dead bodies everywhere. I went there and the lady told me, because the news and everybody says about 6,000 people died. But she said Calvin's more like 20,000. She said it wasn't a family in Tacloban City that wasn't affected.
Boots on the ground. Don't do nothing stupid. Give that man his flowers. A tribute through music. If I don't know nothing.